plecat din tabăra de bază spre tabăra avansată. Încă nu știm unde o vom pune. Vrem să cățărăm ce se vede în spatele meu. Ultimele zile a fost foarte cald. S-a topit aproape toată zăpada. Acum câteva zile am văzut o linie, un culoar de zăpadă, iar ultimele lungimi de stâncă până pe vârf. Nu știm exact dacă mai este zăpadă sau s-a topit. Știm exact dacă linia care am văzut-o mai e în condiții. Așa că cred că trebuie să decidem exact pe ce linie vom urca.
While we were on T13, we were also looking for a line to climb afterwards on the peak, and we didn't like what we saw. The snow conditions were not great. There was constant rockfall and avalanches on the north face, and the snow and the ice, they were not continuous. So you had quite a lot of exposed rock sections with bad snow, and all that with the avalanche and the rockfall, we were not that keen on going back on the north face, but we were considering it. However, on the opposite side of the glacier, there was T16 that had a very obvious line. And earlier you asked me, how I choose a route. Well, some route they just choose you. They appear. It was just a perfect couloir going from the bottom of the mountain to the very top of the mountain. There was nothing to invent. There was nothing to look for, and it just was calling you to go and climb it. And then when we got to base camp, we were still discussing if we're gonna go for that one or the north face of T13. There's advantages of the couloir where being a south face would have been more in the sun, and we didn't know what the conditions of the snow and the ice in the couloir. We assumed it might be a bit shade, but being a south face and seeing that day a lot of avalanches on south faces, we were not very happy, but we didn't see that much activity. And then we decided we're going to do an advanced base camp on the glacier, save us 2.5 kilometers hike, and wait the night before the climb and decide that night if we're going to go for the north face of T13 or the south face of T16, based on what kind of activity, which means avalanche, rockfall, noise, dolby. So there was no question. We didn't have to discuss about it. It was, we're not going to go in the firing range. I'm going to go for the other one. One of the problems with the south face of T16 was that we knew that 2/3 will be a snow and ice couloir, but we didn't know what's going to be the upper part, the upper third. It might have been rock, could be overhanging rock, could be hard eight, could be many things, because it was very much inside the couloir, and then it seemed like a very big face.
I think it was a lot of sketchy moments.
Well, alpine climbing and mixed climbing, it's always sketchy. It's not a bolted climb. You don't have the time to put perfect protection. You don't have the time to kind of relax, and sometimes you have to go a bit sketchier than usual. Not every placement is perfect, but you have to move all the time because it's distance, it's weather, it's altitude, resources are limited. So you go as close to the edge as you're comfortable. You simul climb that, basically we simul soloed all the 2/3 of the snow, basically the snow couloir. Then we had some mixed sections and water ice, and there was a problem. The water ice was very old, was brown and sugary and very brittle, so that made it a bit more sketchy. But the face climb was perfect, crimpy, solid, nice in the sun.
Really exposed because it's a big face, and you can see everything in the valley, like the big glacier 1,000 meters below. I think I can say two things. Since I met Cosmin, I never sleep in a tent after ABC because the route was so hard, and we just find for babies like small edges, sleep like this in harness. And I think the experience, it's more important than the muscle and the training. You need to be real good trained, but I think the experience is like 80% of all alpine climbing. Yeah. So that's why I'm climbing with him.
Basically, I'm old.
Yeah. He's Baba Cosmin, that's why.
We've been on the south side, we've been on the south peak, so we would not claim the Virgin Peak first ascent because we don't know which one of the peaks is higher. We don't know if on the ridge there maybe is another pinnacle that might be higher. We went straight up to the south summit and came straight back down. So whoever's going to hop on all the pinnacles or is going to do the whole traverse of the ridge, from our point of view, they're very happy to claim the first ascent of the peak. We're happy with the route. 30 times doing this shit. Never again, this is the last one. Never again we'll do this. I think this is my 30th expedition, so it's been 30 never agains. So right now we're still in the denial phase. We're not going to do this again. But that area is nice, I might come back.
I saw a lot of nice peaks there.